Great moments in Democrat history. The time Democrats bombed the United States. In 1970, America suffered more than 2,500 bombings. That's not a typo, 2,500 explosions in 1 year. An average of 5 a day. And no, it wasn't foreign terrorists. It wasn't white Christians. It wasn't MAGA extremists. It was left-wing radicals. The same radicals who, decades later, would be embraced by the Democratic Party and rewarded with professorships, non-profit careers, and even political influence. The most notorious were the Weather Underground. They bombed the US Capitol in 1971. They bombed the Pentagon in 1972. They hit police stations, courthouses, and banks. These weren't pranks. These were acts of war against their own country. Bill Ayers, one of the leaders, helped plan the Pentagon bombing. Later, he became a celebrated professor of education at the University of Illinois at Chicago. Barack Obama launched his political career in Bill Ayers' house. Isn't that nice? Bernardine Dohrn, once on the FBI's most wanted list, went on to teach law at Northwestern University. Oh look, Bernardine Dohrn, former domestic terrorist, now an expert on children's issues. Because nothing says child welfare like a woman who once cheered the Manson murders. What exactly does she advocate for the children? Detonators in the toy box, or just a field trip to the Capitol basement? Mark Rudd, another Weather Underground founder, became a college math professor. The radicals traded dynamite for tenure, and the Academy welcomed them. Mark Rudd went from bombing America to teaching algebra in New Mexico. Imagine flunking math because your professor was too busy calculating how many sticks of dynamite it takes to make a political point. But it wasn't just campus bombers. Kathy Boudin took part in a 1981 armored car robbery alongside the Black Liberation Army. 2 police officers and a guard were killed. She served time, then became a professor at Columbia University. Her son, Jesse Boudin, would go on to become district attorney of San Francisco, backed by progressive Democrats. Susan Rosenberg was caught with 700 pounds of explosives in 1984. She got 58 years in prison. But in 2001, President Bill Clinton commuted her sentence. She walked free and joined the boards of left-wing nonprofits. David Gilbert, another Brink's robbery participant, had his sentence commuted by Governor Andrew Cuomo in 2021. A cop killer turned into a sympathetic elder statesman by the Democratic establishment. This was not peaceful protest. This was terrorism. And instead of keeping the terrorists behind bars, Democrats gave them the classrooms, the book deals, the speaking tours. Their worldview seeped into universities, media, and politics. Today, their students run America's cities. So the next time Democrats scream about insurrection, remember this. They spent the 1970s bombing the United States, and then they hired the bombers to teach your kids. Great moments in Democrat history.